Hello and welcome. So we're back with video game music, and if you're not into video games, I hope you still stay, because this one is special.
And today, you guys, I have something extra special, at least for me, because we are listening to music from a game that is near and dear to my heart that I actually just completed on my gaming channel. And it's from a game called Clair Obscur Expedition 33. And the song we're listening to is called Lumière.
So already from the title itself, Lumière, light, I'm already expecting something, a little bit more jovial, something very hopeful in this track.
So there is this game called Clair Obscur Expedition 33, and it kind of came out of nowhere. I mean, it was announced and everything, but I don't think anybody would have thought how big of a game this would be.
I recently started to play the game Clair Obscur Expedition 33, and I gotta say, I was not expecting the emotional turmoil that I would be in just 10 minutes in. I was bawling like a baby on my channel. I feel like this is definitely one of the greatest games I've ever played.
And I am very curious because they have a classically trained vocalist singing along and lending her voice to these pieces, and I am truly interested to hear it.
In my previous video, I mentioned that Clair Obscur is a painting style, part of the Renaissance times, where painters, they would depict people or objects, but in very harsh tones and harsh colors, with very strong contrasts between light and dark, and probably also playing around with some of the colors as well. Clair Obscur is really an art style that is actually really very often used in photography and filmography these days. I can show a few examples with what I've done in the past. With my music videos, I love playing around with harsh lighting, especially for my more dramatic music videos. So it's really cool to see that the game devs who developed Clair Obscur Expedition 33, that they put a little bit some of these references to the art style and Renaissance paintings and stuff like that. So
about the music, the stuff that we are really interested in, our composer is Lorien Testard, who spent about 5 years working on this music, composing 154 songs spanning more than 8 hours of music. Whole bunch of work went into this. He collaborated with Alice Duport-Percier, who is an accomplished French vocalist who, when I looked into her, she's performed in operas, in famous opera houses, and in classical concerts with really great acclaim. So I'm really curious about this.
Definitely never thought that the music for Bloodborne and Dark Souls would never be topped for me. And this is really up there. I feel like this is probably, I want to say, the best I've heard.
It was published to YouTube on May 2nd, and it already has almost 1.5 million views. So there's a bunch of energy and excitement around not only this new game, but the music that has been composed to go with it. So let's get to it.
I'm looking forward to it. I hope you do too, and I hope you enjoy it.
So I'm excited. So let's dive right into this and see what it's all about.
All right, here we go. We are jumping into Lumière. Let's give it a listen, and then we'll talk about what it's all about. Here we go.
Let's get started.
Dim, dam, da-di-dam, vacarme s'en va dans l'oubli éternel. Et Gustave, dom guardiam,
Beautiful with the guitar as well.
This is amazing.
Little Danny Elfman.
Sera ravi, les toits à sur noir gris fera. Clair obscur, troupe de ratures, trouveras.
Build up.
Clair, obscur, bordé, opin, tu trouveras sans elle.
It feels so French.
Obscur, double de nature, trouveras effet. Clair, obscur, bordé, opin, tu trouveras sans elle. Oh, clair, obscur.
So gentle.
Damn.
Le rature, clair, obscur, guardé aux peintures. Clair, obscur, trouble de rature, couvrera effet. Clair, obscur, guardé aux peintures,
This
trouvera
harmony.
sans elle. Clair, obscur, trouble de rature, trouvera effet.
Wow.
Clair, obscur, guardé aux peintures, trouvera sans elle.
Sing it, cello. Oh my god, those strings. I can't describe the goosebumps I'm having right now.
It's so moody.
Fierce.
Tu trouveras sans elle. Clair, obscur, trouble de rature, courbera effet. Clair, obscur, pavillon, tu trouveras sans elle.
He's so happy that stuff like this is happening these days.
Oh my goodness. It's so beautiful.
Beautiful.
That was so fucking good.
It was kind of haunting, but in a
Yeah.
good way. This, oh, I can already feel it.
The game is gonna be mad.
The game's gonna be insane.
Just from the theme and the tone of this, it literally feels like there's a despair, but there's a hopefulness in the despair.
Yeah.
People are still finding a way through whatever personal situation they have.
There was something sorrowful, but then there was this underlying beauty. Kind of like when you wake up and you look at the sky, and regardless of whether it's cloudy or blue or it's stormy, there's still this sense of there's a new day. That's what I was getting from this.
This music, just listening to it by itself, it just reminds me of the experiences I had while playing this game, the emotions I had while playing it. It's incredible. And just seeing everybody with their gommage flowers and all of that, I'm just like, okay, I need a tissue ASAP.
Oh. Did you guys notice the roses? I just noticed that. This is okay. Wait, hold on. Now I have to look through this. Musicians, they don't have any roses on them. However, Alice has a red rose. And there we go. Okay. So there are 3 guys, even though there are other guys, 3 of them have white roses on. And I would imagine that means that they must be the game devs, because Lorien is one of them who has a white rose. And the other 2, I think the other 2 are part of the game devs of Sandful Interactive. This is I did not pick up on that right away. This is so cool.
Don't want to say it's not a sad song, but it doesn't feel like a sad song. It made me smile and cry at the same time. Like, almost for the whole thing. It's so nuanced, so beautifully written and performed.
That was an insane build. Like, I did not know that there was a whole choir of people in the background getting ready to sing alongside everyone. Like, that was incredible. Like, just such a crazy build, and just having so many vocalists all harmonizing together in that section, it just amplified the whole thing, made it all that much more intense and impactful. Just absolutely beautiful, though. So incredibly well done.
And when that whole choir came in, I felt so sad. I don't know how to explain it. And then you get the solo from like, it really makes you feel so many things. I don't even know why I'm crying.
Also, I want to say the female vocalist is amazing. That just the French language in general sounds so like romantic and like seeping with that emotion. I don't really know how to speak French at all, but I just definitely feel that like romance and intimacy with the language. Yeah, that's gorgeous. And then the choir that came in and really beefed it up, made it feel like there was a bit more heaviness to it, like as if, you know, there is a choice that you have to make and now you have to live with that choice.
There's an element of sadness again, but there's also so much beauty. And I feel like that's probably the game to Expedition 33 again. Just, it seems like it's just surreal, dark, beautiful, and that's the type of thing I love. So I cannot wait to get into this game.
I'm gonna get more and more emotionally damaged from this, but oh my god, that was absolutely incredible.
Very, very cool.
And how cool, like how cool that you can take something that's just sort of like obligatory. We have to have some music behind this thing. But this French studio is like, actually, let's make this something to talk about. Like, let's make the music so impressive that you get reactors who have, I know nothing about gaming, guys. I am not a gamer. I've never even played this game. I don't have to. I almost have a picture in my head, kind of like you're reading a book, of the visuals that would be going on because they did such a good job with the music.
So as I was reading in today, I went looking for more information on our composer, Lorien Testard, and I found on his website, he talked about some of his inspiration and some of his past, and I wanted to read it to you. I think it's really interesting. He says, "There are countless soundtracks that I love, each one tied to a different time in my life, carrying memories that have shaped me." And then he says, "My father worked in a video game shop when I was a baby, and he passed his love for gaming on to me. Many of my childhood memories are deeply connected to video games. I spent hours playing on the Nintendo 64, so the soundtracks of Mario Kart and Mario Party are forever engraved in my heart. As a teenager, I was completely immersed in The Legend of Zelda, a series that left the deepest mark on me, first with Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, then with Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. These games hold some of my most emotional gaming memories as I shared them with my loved ones. What I love most about video game music is how it follows us beyond the screen, becoming a companion to our lives, emotions, and both big and small moments. It lingers in our memories, reminding us of who we were when we first heard it and reflecting who we have become when we hear it again. The most unforgettable soundtracks, like The Legend of Zelda, have an incredible ability to breathe life into a world, filling it with unique and deeply moving emotions. The music itself becomes an organic part of the adventure, shaping the experience as we journey through these universes. It was this desire to create immersive musical worlds that inspired me to compose my first songs. I dreamed of one day bringing an entire universe to life through music." It's awesome to hear a bit of his story.
A lot of you guys who are interested in playing this game or have been gamers, you know how much games can impact you, just as much as how music can impact you. The story behind this game, everything was so incredible. And the music of this game just added so much depth and emotion. It was extremely powerful and such a lovely experience to listen to while in game. But listening to it post gameplay, post finishing the story, and just by itself, it is a different experience to say the least.
Get that game, watch that game, support this game, and everyone who made it. Because they made it in a world where where people like to put millions into stuff that is just AI generated, hits quarterly numbers, and they think most people or the vast majority would buy. So they don't want to make something special. They don't want to have it to have any edges. Just want to appeal to the most people out there. So yeah. And they did that out of nothing. French studio with a core of 30 people.
And now I have that song stuck in my head. Dum 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 da da dum 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 da da dum 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 dum. Yeah. It's one of those songs, guys. It's one of those songs.